Hello, it's Edith Silence, Silverwolf of Love and Above, and I am here with today's thought of the week. And today's thought of the week is your actions. I know that was a very dramatic pause for me, very dramatic pause. We think sometimes, maybe not you personally, but sometimes we think that it's our beliefs that make us a good person, when actually it's your actions that make you a good person. Or maybe not a good person, let's look at it more as a better person. So I've seen this so many times in my life, where people believe that just because they go to church, they're a better person than you. But I've seen so many people go to church and their actions are awful outside church. But what I will qualify this with is that there's some people in church whose actions are those of what the church wants people to emulate. So maybe they do go out of their way and they are friendly to everybody. And they do not think that they're a better person than you just because they go to church. They just see you as another person. Think of it in other areas as well. Look at people in the gym. We can see this all the time with people who are in the gym who put that work in, sort of like, maybe 3 to 5 days a week, maybe more in some cases. And what they do is that people who are maybe struggling, they might help, or they might just say, well done, keep going. Perhaps when you're a runner as well, and you see that person who is, maybe you started at the back, but you're really fast and you're just like, oh, I've turned up late for this, I couldn't get a better spot. And there are thousands upon thousands of people running in this race, and you're just like, okay. And then you run past somebody who's got a spot better, but they're going slower, and you're just like, wow, they are obviously, they are working hard. It's just like, keep going, or well done, and what they're doing is saying, hey, just because I'm a better runner than you, doesn't mean I'm, or a faster runner, doesn't mean I'm any better than you. I'm recognising the fact that you're putting the work in, you're running, and you are doing your best. That's what you are doing. You're working hard, you're doing your best here, and your best might not be the same as my best, but I want you to get to that finishing line just as I am. Now, no doubt there are going to be some runners that are just like, you're slower than me, get out of the way, because I'm a better runner than you. And equally, in the gym, there's going to be others just like, oh, would you just get off that piece of equipment? You're not gaining muscle right now. You don't have as much muscle as me. I just want that flipping bit of equipment. Let me, just like, you're always going to have those people. But it's your actions. It's your actions that speak louder than what you think your belief system is. Or whatever you say that you are, I once heard a story, and this about a minister back in medieval times, and one of the things that in the church that he preached in. Please stay with me to the end of the story. This is not this will be a little bit more funnier by the end of this. This couple kept on saying, we every time there's a stranger in town, we always open up our doors for them. We always let them in. We always feed them, particularly homeless people as well. We always let them in. And this couple had said this all the time. This minister had a habit, apparently, of going out of his way to actually see if people who said these sorts of things were right or not. So what he did is he got some clothes, like really old clothes, and pretended he was a homeless person, and he totally just he knocked on the door of this couple and said, look, I'm a weary traveller, travel from one town to another, I'm homeless, can you give me some food, and can you let me stay the night? And they were just like, no, we don't allow people in here like that. Just go away. And this minister pushed the door open, took off this overall and all of a sudden he tore strips out of them, because he said to them, you say that you are, you're giving charity to all these people, but you didn't give charity to me when you thought that I was a homeless person from another town. And he tore strips out of them, and I just thought, that is exactly what it means. I mean, that's a particular example from religion, but that is exactly what it is. This minister was saying, this is exactly what you should be doing. You shouldn't be saying one thing and then not doing it. So I want to challenge you, and this is the thought of the week. What is it that you believe in, and do your actions equal that? Or a minimum of equal that. It might be that your actions are not over the top, but you actually put in more. You put in 110 or 120% into this area instead of, than what you actually say. Sometimes in my early 20s, I volunteered for a charity, and there aren't many people who volunteered for charity, especially when you needed so much training in this area. And I said one year, it's just like, so somebody further up the charity and said, you've been doing an awful lot of hours. I think you need to have a look at, at maybe, cutting back. And I was just like, I'm unsure that I need to. And they're just like, you've done more hours this week than most of our paid people. I'm like, oh, okay. I didn't realize, but what I had been doing is because I wanted the experience, because I thought experience is better than, sort of getting up the ranks. And with the academic knowledge, I wanted the physical experience behind me. I'd been saying yes. I'd been doing a number of evenings, like doing 4 or 5 hours a night, a number of weekends as well. And they're just like, oh yeah, you need to. I know I volunteered, but they were saying you need to calm down a little bit. That was like many years ago. I don't know. I don't volunteer for that charity anymore. But look at what you are saying, and then look at what your actual actions are. There we go. Today's thought of the week. If you're watching this on YouTube, like and subscribe to my channel. Click the little bell icon and you will be told when another video comes up on my channel. I post 4 to 5 times a week, and sometimes one more time than that. And I will always end with, keep rocking your awesomeness.